We'll start in standing position today. We'll work on some standing postures. Get on our mat. Work on some grounding, some balance. Find a comfortable standing position. Adjust the width of your feet. And when you feel a little more balanced, maybe close your eyes. And start by scanning the body, starting with the soles of the feet. Just becoming more aware. Keeping the knees straight. Stretching the body up a little bit. Trying to keep the back in its natural arch. Trying not to hunch the back. Shoulders back. Chin up. Relaxing the facial muscles. Next inhale. Trying to stretch the back, stretch the body up a little bit. Exhale. Trying to push it down a little more firmly. Feeling the weight of the body on the mat, on the ground. Taking a couple of breaths. Releasing any tension. And then gently leaning forward, just enough to feel more awareness on the front side. Don't lean too far forward so you won't trip and fall. Just enough to become more aware of the balls of the feet, the toes, and then back into the center. Then lean slightly to the back, more awareness on the back side, feeling the heels of the feet a bit more, and then come back into the center. Then lean to the right, awareness on the right side, feeling the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot, and then back into the center. Same thing on the left side, leaning slightly to the left, and then back into the center. Chant 3 ohms to continue to bring our awareness inside. Join your hands at your heart center. Inhale. And then open your eyes. Let's start with some warm-ups, some stretches, and then we'll work into a couple of postures, 2 versions of triangle pose, and then we'll try the tree pose, a balancing pose, working on our balance. So first, let's start some ankle stretches. So widen your feet about hip width apart, and then stretch your ankles, come up on your toes, balls of your feet, and then slowly lower yourself back. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, go back down. Let's add our arm movement to that. So as you inhale, stretch your feet, stretch your ankles, take your hands above your head. Exhale, control movement, lower yourself down. Do this for a few more rounds. Focus. Inhale, stretch. Pulling yourself up, biceps close to your ears. Exhale back down. Take your time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower yourself back. Let's do 2 more. More awareness. Inhale, stretch. Hold for a couple of seconds. Exhale, come back down. And then one last time. Inhale, stretch. Stay for a little bit longer. Breathe. Feel your body stretched up. And then as you exhale, come back down. All right. Let's do some arm crosses. So crossing your arms in front of you and then opening your shoulders, opening your arms. Keep going for a few rounds, switching which arm is on top with each round. Nice stretch. Trying to keep your elbows straight as you stretch your arms. Keep going. One more. And then release and relax. Do some triangle stretches to get ready for the poses later on. So spread your feet wider than hip width apart. Get a nice wide grip on the mat. Hands by your side. And then bend to the right. Back into the center. Bend to the left. Keep going, alternately bending to the right, to the left. Trying to maintain your body in one plane, not leaning forward or backward. Just bending side to side. Bending a little bit deeper with each round. Feeling the stretch on the inside of your legs, your hamstrings, your groin region. Pick up the pace if you're comfortable doing so. One more on each side. And then back into the center. Keep your hands by your side. We'll do revolved triangle stretches. So now bend forward, back parallel to the ground. And then right hand on the outside of the left ankle. Left hand goes up. Same thing on the other side. Right hand on the outside of the left hand on the outside of the right ankle. Right hand goes up. And then keep going as a warm up. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. One more on each side. And then slowly come back up. Bring your feet together and catch your breath. All right, hopefully feeling a bit more warmed up. Let's get ready for the poses. We'll start with the triangle pose, then the revolved triangle pose, and then tree pose. So starting position, feet together, hands by your side. As you inhale, spread your feet again. Nice wide grip on the mat. Hands by your side. As you inhale, now bend to the right side and we'll stay here as a pose. Left hand pointing up. Both the knees are straight. Body in one plane. Bend to the right side. Right hand can be resting on the outside of the right ankle. Breathe. Feel the stretch inside of the right leg, groin region, right hamstring. And then the left side through the left hip, back, left shoulder, left arm. Breathe. Feel the stretch. 2 more breaths. And then as you exhale, straighten your back, hands by your side. Maybe you can drop your hands for a few seconds. And we repeat the same thing on the other side. So hands go back parallel to the ground. And then now bend to the left side. Left hand on the outside of the left ankle, right hand pointing up. Try to keep your right elbow straight and breathe. Feel the stretch inside of the left leg, left hamstring, and then the right hip through the back, right shoulder, right arm. Breathe. Check and make sure you aren't leaning forward or backward. Just bend to the left. 2 more breaths. And then as you exhale, let's unwind. Drop your hands, bring your feet together. Quick break before we do the revolved triangle pose. So relax standing pose, feet hip width apart, hands by your side, and catch your breath. Scanning your body, noticing the activation in the inside of your legs, your hamstrings, your groin region, hips, back, shoulders, arms. Couple more breaths. And then bring your feet together. Let's move on. Revolved triangle pose next. Starting position, feet together, hands by your side. And again, as you inhale, get a wide grip on the mat. Hands by your side. And then bend forward, back parallel to the ground. And now bring the right hand on the outside of the left ankle. Left hand goes up into the final pose, revolved triangle pose, and breathe. Feel the stretch, a little more on the inside of the right leg, left arm, left shoulder. Try not to press on your right palm, right hand too much. Breathe. Hold for a couple of breaths. And then as you exhale, let's unwind. Hands by your side. Maybe drop your hands for a quick break. Before we repeat that on the other side. Hands parallel to the ground again. Bend forward, back parallel to the ground. And then left hand on the outside of the right ankle. Right hand pointing up. Revolved triangle pose, Parivritta Trikonasan. On the other side. And breathe when you feel like you're in the final pose. Feeling the stretch. Right arm, right shoulder. Twist in the spine. Couple more breaths. And then let's unwind as you exhale. Release your hands, straighten your back, and bring your feet together. Quick break again. Relax standing pose. This time, maybe close your eyes. Let your heart rate slow down a little bit. Scan your body. Trying to become more aware of what's happening inside the body. The activation, any stiffness, hopefully no pain. Noticing, being fully aware, and making what adjustments you need to make. And then open your eyes. All right, let's work on the balancing pose, free pose. So maybe get close to a wall or something if you need to. So you're not too worried about losing your balance. We'll do it step by step. So starting position, feet together, hands by your side. We'll start by balancing on the left leg first. So just fold your right leg, keep the toes of the right foot still close to the ground, close to the mat, making contact. So you can quickly ground your right foot if you feel like you're losing balance. And just try to find stability here. And then if you're comfortable doing so, take your right foot further up, inside of the left ankle or inside of the left thigh. Whichever option works for you, just finding your balance. Need some concentration too. So trying to focus on the point in front of you. And then when you feel like you're balanced enough, again, getting support if you need to. Hands could be by the side. Hands could be in front of you, joined at your heart center or above your head. Pulling yourself up, biceps close to your ears. Nice balanced pose. Again, trying to find a point in front of you and fixing your gaze on that point. Trying to still your mind. Great pose, not just to improve the balance, but also improve concentration, focus, breathe. Whichever version again, left foot can be wherever feels more comfortable, more safe. And then let's unwind as you exhale. Lower your hands, ground your right foot, spread your feet, relax standing pose. Catch your breath, notice the activation in the left leg, left foot. Breathe. Think of what adjustments you might need to make in the next round. Balancing on the right leg. And then when you're ready, feet close together, hands by your side. We'll balance on the right leg this time. So fold your left foot, toes of the left foot still making contact with the mat, and you can just stay there. That's totally fine. And then if you're comfortable, if you want to try it, move your left foot further up. Whichever version feels good to you. And then hands could be by the side again. Joined at your heart center or above your head, stretching your arms up. And breathe. So not to overthink this. I know it's a lot to balance, but if you are able to check your left knee and make sure your left knee, left leg isn't pointing to the front, pull it back. It should be pointing to the left. So body is in one plane, as close to keeping it in one plane as possible. Breathe, focus, and then as you exhale, let's unwind, release the left leg, ground the left foot, and catch a breath. Hands by your side, close your eyes. Feeling the activation in the right leg, right foot. Breathe. Couple more breaths, and then open your eyes. All right. Hopefully everybody's okay. All right, let's move on. Get back on the mat. We'll do some breathing practices. Get some water if you need to. We'll start with some Bhramari pranayam, making a humming sound like a bee. Find a comfortable seated pose on your mat. Relaxing the lower part of your body, your legs, keeping your back straight, spine neutral, arms relaxed, palms, hands resting on the knees or thighs. Close your eyes. And then the first round, 8 to 10 breaths, we'll practice with the palms on the knees or thighs. And then the second round, we'll try some slight variation. So for now, we'll just try to inhale and then chant the M sound, humming like a bee on the exhale, listening to the sound, listening to the vibrations from the sound, using those to calm the mind. When you're ready, let's begin. I'll let you finish one more if you're still going, and then let's stop this round. Keep your eyes closed. Observe. Maybe still noticing some movements, subtle movement in your facial region, from the gentle vibrations, from the chant, from the sound. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. We'll move on to the next round. do with what we'll do is cover our eyes with our index finger, middle finger, cover the mouth with the ring finger and the little finger, and then gently plug the ears with the thumb. And then the same practice, 8 to 10 breaths, humming like a bee on the exhale. Just try the different, especially with the ears plugged, see what that does, maybe a slightly different experience. So when you're ready, begin at your own pace. One more if you're still going. And release your hands, keep your eyes closed, observe. See how your mind feels, noticing any differences. And then let's move on. We'll try to focus on the breathing process. Try to use our breath, the focus on our breathing process as a way to calm our mind, center our mind. Close your eyes. And then let's start by bringing our awareness to our right nostril, the outer edge of the right nostril. Noticing the subtle movement of the right nostril with the breath. And noticing the air moving in and out through the right nostril. So although we are breathing from both the nostrils, trying to become more aware, try to bring our attention to the breath through the right nostril only. Then switching, turning our awareness to the left nostril, the outer edge of the left nostril. The movement of the left nostril with the breath. Feeling the air through the left nostril. Then bringing the awareness to the partition between the two nostrils, the thin membrane separating the right and the left nostril. Then bring the awareness to the breath moving in and out through both the nostrils together. Then following the breath further down through the breathing passage. The airway in your throat. Noticing, becoming more aware of any irritation in the throat. Hopefully none, but just becoming more aware. Then following it further down into the lungs. Trying to notice the movement of the chest, expanding a bit as you inhale, contracting a bit as you exhale. Trying to visualize the lungs, the movement of the lungs with the breath. Then trying to notice the movement of the diaphragm muscles with the breath, separating the chest cavity from the abdominal cavity. Diaphragm gets pushed down slightly with the inhale, pulled up with the exhale. Trying to notice that or just visualize that moment. And then the movement of the abdominal region, the stomach with the breath. Following the breath all the way down. Noticing the stomach expand on the inhale. Get pulled in slightly, contract on the exhale. And then following the entire breath through the nostrils all the way down into the abdominal region. Just noticing the breath. The mind wanders, the thoughts arise. Just letting them go. And then bringing the awareness back to the breath. And then let's work towards closing the class. Bring your awareness back to your body, feeling the weight of the body on the mat, on the ground. The legs, sit bone making contact with the ground. Becoming more aware of the space around us, the air on the skin, any sounds, any smells. let's end the class by chanting one Om. So with your eyes closed, join your hands at your heart center. Inhale. With your eyes closed, take your hands behind your back. Hold your right wrist with your left hand. As you inhale, lean back slightly. As you exhale, bend forward. Try to bring your forehead close to the ground in a sense of complete surrender to Mother Earth. Yesterday was Mother's Day, so expressing our gratitude. Staying there for a couple of breaths if you can. And then as you inhale, come back into a seated pose, opening your palms in front of you, and then opening your eyes, blinking into your palms. Namaste. Thanks for joining. Have a great rest of your day, evening. See you tomorrow.